Hello friends and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Dr. Tushar Vyas and I am Associate Professor of English in SD Arts and Shah BR Commerce College, Mansa, which is located in Gandhinagar district of Gujarat, India. Friends, I am going to make videos on research, and in the series of videos that I am going to make, this is the first video that I am sharing with you. So, I am not going to throw the definitions of research at you, and at the same time, I am not going to discuss the theories of research which are propounded by the Western scholars. Friends, too often the Western theories of research are not acceptable, applicable, and adoptable in Indian studies. So, what I am going to do is that I am going to discuss the theory of research on the basis of empirism. That is to say, on the basis of my own experience, both as a research scholar and research supervisor. So friends, let us discuss about the nature of research. What is research? How research is conducted? What is introduction in research? What is review of related literature? What is hypothesis? What is identification of a research problem? Friends, we are going to cover all the topics in the succeeding videos. But in the first video, we are just going to discuss the basic aspects of research. So here I begin. What is research? The simplest answer to this question is that research means to go about seeking. And in this sense, my dear friends, every research scholar is a seeker. Every research scholar is a seeker of truth. Every research scholar is a seeker of findings. But then friends, findings come at the end of the research. What about the beginning of the research? How research is begun? Let us try to understand that. And let me give you an example. And after the example, let me give you an analogical explanation to explain what research is. So first I am giving you an example. Suppose you are expected to build something. For example, a small house, or a small shop, or a small factory. What will you do? The choice is yours. You can build a small house, or a shop, or a factory. Your seniors and other people are going to help you out. But ultimately it is you who is going to decide to build something and come out with building of something. So, suppose you decide to build a house. That would be the identification of what you want to work upon. This would be the first step. Then what would you do? What will be your next step? My dear friends, in the next step, you will have to identify the material and collect the material that is going to help you out in building your house. Friends, plenty of material is available in the market, but all the material is not going to help you in building your house. So you will have to undergo a process of identification and collection of material. You will have to identify the material that is going to help you out in building your house, and you will have to collect the material keeping in view the applicability of the material in building your house. This would be your second step. Friends, what would be your next step? That is to say, the third step. In the third step, you will have to think of, my dear friends, the total design or the total structure of your house. What would be and how would be the total design of your house? How would be the total structure of your house? How is going to be the living room? How is going to be the bedroom? How is going to be the kitchen? You will have, dear friends, to think of in this manner of the total design or the total structure of your house, and you will have to work accordingly. Then friends, what would be your fourth step? My dear friends, in the fourth step, you will have to provide the support so that your house can stand. You will have to arrange the pillars and other support system in such a way, in such a fashion that your house can stand. And my dear friends, the fifth and the last thing that you would do is that once built up, you will be proud of your house. Once built up, you will be proud of your creation. And my dear friends, the same applies to research as well. How? Let me give you an analogical explanation and let me try to explain it to you. As you identify that you are going to build a house and not a shop, nor a factory, in the same way, my dear friends, the research scholar identifies the research problem out of so many research problems that he can take up. So, every research scholar has to undergo a process of identification of the research problem. This would be the first step of the research scholar. Then, as you identify and collect the material that is going to help you in building your house, my dear friends, in the same manner, every research scholar would identify the material and collect the material, keeping in view the applicability of that material to his research problem. The research scholar would search online. The research scholar would visit various colleges and universities and their libraries. The research scholar would search the personal libraries of his friends, and he will identify the material that is going to help him in his research, and he will collect the material, and at the later stage he will apply that material to his research problem. Then, my dear friends, as you think of the total design or structure of your house, in the same way, my dear friends, every research scholar has to think of the total design, the total structure of his research work. How would he write introduction? How would he review related literature? How would he present the arguments in his research work? How would he cite from various sources? Every research scholar in this manner has to think of the total design, has to think of the totality of his research work. Then, my dear friends, as you provide support so that your house can stand, in the same way, every research scholar has to provide support to research proposition that he is making, to ideas that he is presenting in his research work, to arguments that he is propounding in his research work. So every research scholar will have to cite from various sources, and he will have to make his research work stand in the academic circles. And last, as once built up, you are proud of your house. In the same way, my dear friends, every research scholar, when his research work is once recognized by the university, is proud of his creation, is proud of the research work that he has done. So friends, in the first lecture, I have shared with you a very interesting analogy, and I have tried to argue that creating a research work is like building a small house. So this is the first video. This is the introductory video on research. Friends, in the succeeding videos that I am going to make, I am going to cover up the aspects of research such as identification of the research problem, hypothesis, review of related literature, findings, and all such aspects which are related with research. So stay tuned, and thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you very much.